Good morning, traders, and welcome to Thursday, October 6th, 2022. Let's take a look at our news here for the day. What do we got coming up? All right. Oh, we've got some bill settlements. 7:30 a.m. jobless claims that will move the market. So make sure that you are flat at 7:30, unless you are a gambler. We've also got Loretta Mester speaking at 7:50. Got 9:30 natural gas report. Got some bill announcements, bond announcements, auctions. 4-week bill auction and 8-week bill auction, 10:30. Those could have the potential to move the market. We got Charles Evans speaking at noon, Lisa Cook at noon, Fed balance sheet at 3:30. So yeah, basically what you want to look out for is jobless claims 7:30, natty gas 9:30, 10:30, auctions. All right. Let's take a look at our opening range from yesterday. Before we do that, we'll take a look at our relative chart where we stand right now. The Ultra, as you can see, took a huge dive at 1:25 a.m. Central Standard Time. CB and UB roughly in sync here. And at the moment, they're sort of on a little bit of a rise to the up. Take a look at what happened yesterday with relation to the opening range. It's a 5-minute opening range. You can see the Ultra came down to the A up, went back to the opening range, and then shot down, reversed around 9:20, coming right back up, having a little bit of indecision here, returning to the opening range low, and then wobbling around beneath it. The 30-year broke down through its range, a little bit of indecision here, put in its A down, shot to the C down, a little bit back up, and then it plummeted right around 8:30, where it did a little consolidation range here throughout the day, starting from about 9:50 a.m. The 10-year broke down below its opening range low, hit its 8 down, did a little bit of a back trace up to the opening range high, then proceeded to shoot on down right here at the 9 a.m. hour, where it continued to wobble around a little bit with a small degree of upshift. And the 5-year popped down through its range, shot down around 9, wobbled around a little bit more of a drastic wiggle right here at between 9:30 and 9:55, and it actually managed to make up a little bit more of a gain than the 10-year did. Let's take a look at our higher time frame. Get this out here. Back to the right. Where are we? UB Ultra Bond. All right, this is our 24-hour session. You can see we're right in the middle of this area here. So if we decide to shoot up, we've got plenty of room right up to 137.22. There's a little bit of a node there. Other than that, it's smooth sailing to the upside. Overnight. So yesterday we came down, had a sharp spike down, wobbled around, and then in the overnight session we kind of maintained slightly above yesterday's value. But, in the night we shot down here, and at the moment we are going to be opening in range and in value, looks like. Here's the TPO from yesterday. Yesterday was a TPO that shot down quite a ways from the prior day, a gap down. And today, at the moment, we're opening in range and in value. So we could be looking at what happened 2 days ago, where it's just an inside day. But we will have to let the market tell us what it thinks. Here's our 30-year. Let's get these over here. Overnight session maintained inside of yesterday's value area. Okay, here's the TPO. As we also, in the ZB, we also gapped down yesterday. Finished out the day towards the lower end of things. And at the moment, the price is where we finished settling yesterday. We'll be opening inside range and inside value. Here we are with the 10-year. Again, putting in a lot of volume. There's the POC, the overnight POC, which is just basically next to the point of control from yesterday. All right. Wobbling around. 10-year is inside range and inside value at the moment. All right, here's our TPO. 10-year did not have 2 inside days the prior days, but we did have a gap down yesterday. Have to just see where things decide to go. We are opening in range and in value. 5-year. Again, precipitous drop down yesterday, overnight, maintaining that area near the point of control. There's also this high value node right here. And we had a gap down yesterday. Today we are opening almost exactly at the POC from yesterday. That is interesting. All right. Going to prepare the 30-minute chart for you. 30-minute chart. Here we go. All right. We're above the 20-period hull in the Ultra. Looks like a little bit of an uptrend, but you never know if it's going to actually take off or if it's going to continue to consolidate here. 30. Again, the last 2 hours have been positive upward trading. 10-year is the same, positive upward in the last two 30-minute candles. And the ZF, the 5-year, really had a prominent shoot up in the last 1 hour. Let's get our MetaTrader 5 up here, see if there's any areas of supply and demand of interest. All right, let's take a look at our overnight VWAP. So here you've got a huge drop down at 1:40 a.m., way down past the first and second deviations. Shot back up around 348, wobbled around VWAP with pretty wild swings. Since then, at the moment, we're at the top of the first deviation. And these VWAP charts will reset at 7:20 a.m. when the market opens, which is 14 minutes from now. The 30-year presently sitting above the first deviation, actually right about at the first deviation. We shot up, we wiggled around the VWAP, shot down there around 1:42 a.m., steep decline. Bounced back up off that first standard deviation, shot above the VWAP, went back up to the positive deviation around 4:14. Wild swings, way down to the first. And at the moment, we are above the first deviation. 10-year shot down, back up to VWAP around 4 o'clock in the morning, back down to the negative first deviation, and at the moment, we've made it back up to VWAP. Slightly sloped downwards. And the ZF, again, a downward slope at the moment. Shot above the VWAP overnight, back and forth between VWAP and the deviations. Sharp decline at 155, back to the VWAP at 358. And here we are now just slightly above the VWAP with a slight downtrend to the VWAP slope. Let's take a look at our tick charts here, just to get a sense of where we are at. These are 124 period tick charts. The line here, colored line, is the 100 period moving average. As you can see, the Ultra Bond is slightly ticking up. ZB is going up, but it's on a retracement at the moment. However, it's still above the hull. Let's see, the 10-year, slight slope up to the 100 period moving average, linear regression channel pointed upwards. And looks like we are in an uptrend at the moment. ZF, linear regression channel, also pointed upwards, and the slope of the 100 is upwards as well. Take a look at our price ladders here. I can get up there here. Let's just see if we've got anything going on above or below. Catches our eye. We've got 76 up here at 137.18. Nothing crazy. I'm going to go ahead and mark our overnight high here at 137.21. Overnight point of control was at 137.11. See if there's anything down here. Nothing crazy. Overnight low at 136.17. Excuse me. And the 30-year. Nothing crazy up above. That's a little bit bigger, that 307, but I'm not even going to bother noting it. Got the overnight high at 127.05. Overnight point of control is at 126.24, which is just between yesterday's settlement and yesterday's TPO POC. Overnight low is at 126.13. Got a pretty significant, relatively decent size offer bids right here at 126.18 and 126.16. Down below, we've got some relative big guys, but we'll just have to see how those play out. Altogether, it looks like there's more people waiting down below at the bid than there are up above at the offer. Okay, 10-year, let's mark our overnight high at 112,225. Got our overnight point of control at 112,120. Overnight low is at 112,090. All right, and we've got a liquidity pool right here at 112,200, 1371 on the offer there. 1429 up here. Looks like relatively low liquidity at the moment for the 10-year. Probably in anticipation of the number coming out at 730. So it's going to be a little slippy and slidey until we get there. So mind your manners. Be careful. I'm going to mark this out here. Although because the veil is lifted at the moment by the liquidity being reduced, does give us a little bit of an insight into some larger bids and offers that may be sitting on the book that are actually real. I'm actually going to go ahead and mark that out because of that. Okay. And the 5-year. Let's take a look over here. We've got our overnight point high at 107,297. Overnight point of control is 107,242. Overnight low, 107,210. I heard someone say recently that, I'm not sure, I think he was talking about ES or NQ, how the market has a 90% chance of either touching the opening, the overnight high or the overnight low during the regular trading hour session. Thought that was interesting. So here we go so we can use that sort of as a target. Here we go. There's a liquidity pool down here at 107,185. Mark that out. That's it for the below. Let's see about the, oh wow, there's a big one right here. 108,000, and that is also a prior value area. So I'll mark that there. Oops. All right. Take a quick look at our 1-minute range here. And I'm actually starting to realize, look, because this is giving you a very good insight into the rotational qualities of these products, because you can actually see how many price levels they range back and forth between. So you don't want to have your stop too tight, otherwise you get chopped out by just regular rotation. You also want to try to avoid, buying it when you're at the top of rotation or selling it when you're at the bottom of rotation. Take a quick look up here. These are order flow charts down here below. Ultra, the 30, the 10, and the 5. These are 4 range charts, so price does not print a new candle until it gets 4 ranges deep. All right, here we go. Look, as you can see up above in ZN, we are definitely opening in range and value. ZB in range and value, ZN in range and value, even right at the POC, and the ZF in range and in value. So yeah, everyone's clearly waiting for this number to come out at 7:30. That's what it will be. Let's take a quick reprise of the news items. And we've got 7:30 jobless claims. Loretta Mester at 7:50. Natty Gas, 9:30 a.m. We've got 10:30 a.m. bill auctions. And then there's Charles Evans speaking at noon and Lisa Cook at noon. All right. Well, I hope you have a fantastic day. Thanks for joining me this morning. If you have any suggestions for this broadcast, you can let me know. Hit me up on Twitter at equanimoustrade. In the future, you'll be able to find us at equanimoustrading.com. Should have some tools and resources there. With that, I will send you a fantastic day. And we will see you all tomorrow. Peace.